Hey guys, today we're going to use one of these stencils at each table to make a stained glass painting using a specific color scheme. I'll explain color scheme to you in class, but we are going to have to share these stencils since there's only one per table. We're also going to need a compass, pencil, watercolor tray, brush, container, and paper towel. As you can tell, I've already got some lines drawn out here. You guys are going to be using watercolor and colored pencil on this project. No markers, please, because markers don't play well with our watercolor paint. Now, to use these guys, we've got a couple different options. We can put our pencil in here to draw smaller circles, or we can put our pencil in any of these holes out here to get bigger circles. So if I'm going to use this, I'm going to put my finger out on this little piece of metal here, and I'm going to put my pencil in one of these dots, and I'm going to hold tight with that left finger, and I'm gently just going to push my pencil around using my right hand. Cool thing about compasses is they will give you perfect circles, just like that. Since we're going to be using paint and pencil, it might be a good idea as you're thinking about working large to figure out, whether or not you're going to paint the big pieces or you're going to color them in with pencil. I've decided that I've got enough stuff happening here now that I'm ready to paint. Before you use any pencil, make sure you paint everything first. That's just going to make it a little bit easier so we don't have to worry about anything smearing. Remember to choose a color scheme. So if you're going to start with red, make sure you're using red paint and make sure you're using red pencil all the way throughout the project. Same thing like if I decided to use green, I'm going to start with green and I'm going to make sure that green is the only color that I'm using. So we shouldn't have to actually worry about washing out our brush in between switching colors because we shouldn't be adding color. Now I know what you're thinking, one color is kind of boring, but if you add more water, you get a lighter color of paint. If you add less water, you get a darker color of paint. So we should have plenty of options available to us today. We can also change the value of the paint even when it's on the paper by continuing to work in with paint and not adding water to it. As you can tell right here, this is a little bit darker green than what I first started with. Now just because I have to stick with the color scheme doesn't mean that I'm limited to one color of pencil. So if I'm doing my green scheme here, I can use that light green pencil that we have available. We also have the regular green pencil, and for this we could even count that kind of turquoise green blue looking color as part of our color scheme as well. Last step, once your paint is dry, trace everything back over with a permanent marker.